A speech entitled The Final 3 Points. Please welcome Christian.
So, Mr. Toastmaster again, fellow Toastmasters again, and very welcome guests. Have you ever felt under threat? My heart is pounding and there's adrenaline surging through my veins. I just find myself shaking. I've entered judo competitions many times before, but it never gets any easier. The night before, just those restless nights of anxious thoughts, those images of what might possibly go wrong, and of course the lack of sleep. This time is special. It's my opportunity to gain the final 3 points I need for my judo black belt. Standing in my way is everyone else in the room. They're all one step away from their next belt. They all need the points. I'm picturing them as targets with little 10-point signs on their foreheads. I only need one win. Now, I've trained hard for this. I deserve to win. I've dislocated fingers, toes, popped out shoulders, strained more ligaments than I can care to remember. And sometimes I've even injured myself. We weigh in. I'm guaranteed 2 fights. Who I fight? Well, I'm matched up as best as possible with someone who weighs about the same as me. So how closely you get matched depends on who turns up. I may have a bit of an advantage, or I may end up fighting the 20-stone behemoth standing in the corner just chewing on a boar's leg. So, we come to warm up. I get my pulse rate elevated, and in doing so, I'm sizing everybody up just to see who actually matches my weight and size. And I spot someone. He's about my height, he's about my weight, he's better looking. But also, he beat me the last time I was in a contest, quite easily. So I start thinking negatively. I'm thinking, well, I might win my second fight. Then I tell myself to snap out of it. Just think positively, I can do this. I continue to warm up. I'm also looking to see if I can spot any weaknesses. People practicing their favourite technique, so I can just see what they're going to do. Now I try and give nothing away. Although on the inside I'm absolutely terrified. I try and exude a confident, calm, concise aura about me. Just giving nothing away at all. So the warm-up finishes and we come off the mat. And the examiner then calls out who is going to be first to fight. I hear my name. Ugh. And then, of course, the name of who I'll be fighting first. Who could it possibly be? Out of everyone there, who could it be? The better-looking version of me, my nemesis. But by this point, well, I'm too far gone to feel nervous or anxious or fearful. I just want to get out there and get on with it. And I do. We step out onto the mat, and the fight begins. We start standing up. The objective in judo is to try and throw your opponent squarely onto their back to gain victory. And that's what we try and do. Although I say we, I feel absolutely outclassed. I cannot throw this man. And he throws me several times, easily. Thankfully, I managed to spin out just in time, landing on my front, so I give away no points at all. But it doesn't end there. I'm on the ground, he dives down straight on top of me. Now I should explain a bit about judo groundwork. Think of it as a form of aggressive spooning, where the objective is to try and be the big spoon as opposed to the little spoon. Now I'm having none of this, so I just do my best to struggle and defend myself until nothing much is happening and the referee stands us up again. So what am I going to do? I don't know how I'm going to win this. But then I'm reminded of a saying in coaching, which is if you get knocked down 5 times, get up 6 times. And as I'm walking back to the starting position for the 6th time, for the first time in the contest, I think tactically. And suddenly I realise that every time there is a pattern of attacks he is following. And then I'm ready. And this time, as he steps towards me, I feel the attack coming. I feel his balance shift as he turns in to try and throw me. And simultaneously, I do shift my balance in the opposite direction. I take him backwards, straight onto his back. Effortlessly. There's a huge sound as he lands there. And even before the referee calls out that I have won, I already know. I am absolutely elated. And I don't even know, I can't even remember when I stopped smiling. Was it later that day? Was it later in the week? I just can't remember. And what made it so special was I had so many friends there, and coaches and training partners that were all there to witness this happening. And particularly special to me was that the judo coach who gave me my very first lesson was there to watch it happen. So no matter how tough things can be, no matter how stacked the odds can be against you, or how fearful you may be of any of this, you'll always find a way to steer a path to victory. And even though it never gets any easier, you'll always find in yourself a way to find success. Mr. Toastmasters.